Oh, well, if it isn't my beautiful American wife, with her beautiful American clothes and her beautiful American hair, and her beautiful American style.
Well, what seems to have gotten into you?
Don't you feel it, Carol? Stars and stripes are in the air. It's invigorating. Come, sing with me, Carol.
Not with dinner on the stove. Maybe later, dear. I'm just glad to see you in such high spirits.
High spirits doesn't do the sensation of mine justice. I feel alive. Not sure I can completely explain this to you.
Well, must just be a case of spring fever.
Yeah, spring fever in July. I'm not so sure about that.
Did you say July? It's July. You're sure? Today. What's today's date?
I'm sorry?
Today. What's today's date?
Well, honey, it's only the 3rd of July. Only the eve of old America's birthday. I mean, oh my, she's aging well, isn't she?
Oh, God. How could I let it sneak up on me this year?
Is something the matter?
Of course. That's why you've been acting so strange. You get like this every 4th of July.
Well, I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come now, Calvin. You don't remember last year? You nearly set the whole neighborhood on fire with that fireworks display you put on in the backyard.
Well, I'm not the one who planted those shrubs anyway. Besides, maybe if someone watered their trees more than twice a year, the whole block wouldn't be such a fire hazard. I mean, good for nothing, Jack Sanderson next door. Doing his flag out during thunderstorms like he owns the whole goddamn country.
And I suppose 2 years ago was a blur to you, too?
All I remember is another 4th of July our forefathers would have been really...
You sent 3 people to the emergency room!
Hey, I warned them. Thank you very much. I mean, I said, watch out, everybody, I'm about to start the fireworks display. No running to the fireworks like I'm about to light the fuses. Damn that, Mike Sanderson. It's America, just like his old man.
First of all, Mike Sanderson is a 9-year-old boy, Calvin. And second, I never understood your problem with Jack anyway. Every time he comes over, he treats you with nothing but kindness.
Oh, so you're on Jack's side now. You see the way he looks at me, Carol, like he's better than me, like I'm not good enough for him and his hoodlum son.
I'm not taking anybody's side in the issue, dear. I just think that maybe we should tone down the explosions this time around.
Well, I don't see that being a problem for the time being.
How do you figure?
Oh, Carol, you wouldn't believe the day I've...
Well?
Well, what is it?
Your morning. What happened this morning?
Oh, Carol, you wouldn't believe the morning I've had.
What happened?
Right. Anyway, I woke up this morning, go downtown, buy some fireworks. Got up, showered, I got dressed, I went outside, and there he was.
There who was?
Jack Sanderson. Mowing his lawn with his new expensive lawnmower he got last spring. Wish you could have seen him, Carol. Gallivanting around like he owns the place. God, I'd like to just...
The story, Calvin!
Right, anyway, as I said. I left this morning, go downtown, buy some fireworks, for the best 4th of July yet. I got to the store, I could do the house bit, I was surprised, fireworks. Clearly, there must have been some mistake, so I made my way through the aisle. Checked in aisle A, nothing there. Checked in aisle B, nothing there. Aisle C, nothing there. D, nothing
Calvin.
there. Produce, nothing there.
Calvin!
Nothing there. What?
The story!
Right, nothing! I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. And you better believe I called the manager. What's the deal, I asked him. How am I supposed to have a 4th of July with no fireworks? Do you know what he said to me? He said, well, I'm sorry, sir, but new state law prohibits us from selling explosives of any kind. Are you kidding me? I must have missed that part of the Constitution.
Calm down, dear. Maybe this isn't such a bad thing after all. Maybe these new laws could be a blessing in disguise, considering your past experiences with explosives and all.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I couldn't agree more.
Really?
Of course.
Oh, Calvin, dear, that's wonderful.
That's why this year, I decided to make my own fireworks.
You what?
Well, you see, I thought, what's more American than crafting something with your bare hands? Well, fireworks, of course. And combining the two ideas, I mean, I'm practically Uncle Sam down here, Carol. You know, I just thought that this is what America is really all about.
Do you even have the first idea of how to make fireworks?
Carol, do I look like I'm sure to you? I've seen way too many episodes of Mythbusters to not have any idea of making fireworks.
What's that you've got at your desk?
Oh, you know, just some kerosene, of course, and some matches, and some duct tape, and some lighters, and some firework, other materials, and some Chinese food from upstairs, because I get hungry.
I don't like the sound of this, Calvin.
No. I've had Chinese food.
No, what I mean is, I think you might end up hurting yourself.
Oh, I've been taking Tums all day.
I'm not talking about the Chinese food, Calvin.
Well, then what are you talking about?
The fireworks, the gasoline, the fire, the explosions. I don't know, Calvin. Maybe we just shouldn't have any this year.
Of which?
All of them.
What? Do you hear yourself? You sound ridiculous. I mean, 4th of July without fireworks, that's like Christmas without the cranks.
I'm the ridiculous one. I'm not the one playing MacGyver in the basement with flares and duct tape.
You take that back. I love MacGyver.
Look, Calvin, what you're doing down here is incredibly dangerous. I can't believe you would even consider doing something so irresponsible.
Well, sorry I'm not the textbook example of responsibility like Jack Sanderson, Carol.
What are you talking about?
No, you can drop the act, Carol. I get it. I'm sorry I'm not cool like Jack, or suave like Jack, or pretty like Jack, or responsible around young children like Jack. I get it, Carol. I get it.
Is that really what you think? Oh, Calvin, I'm sorry. You have it all wrong, though. I don't care about any of those things. Responsible around young children thing could use some fine-tuning, but I love you, dear, not Jack Sanderson.
Oh, Carol, do you really mean it?
Of course I do, and I don't know, maybe you can be a little crazy sometimes, but I can tell this whole 4th of July business is really important to you.
Oh, I love you, honey. And don't worry, I'll be as careful as possible. You needn't worry about a thing. We're all okay.
I hope so, dear. I better go set the table. Dinner's in 5 minutes.
I'll be counting the seconds. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3. She falls for it. You're